Hello player, today we will analyze the match between Mihail with the white pieces and Rozenberg with the black pieces. e4, c6, d4, d5, knight c3, d captures on e4, knight captures on e4, knight f6, knight g3, h5, h4, queen c7, bishop e2, bishop g4, bishop captures on g4, knight captures on g4. This move was inaccurate, the best move was h, captures on g4. For example, h, captures on g4. Bishop g5. Knight from b, d7. With a balanced game. Knight captures on g4. Knight from 1, e2. e6. Knight e4. Knight d7. Bishop f4. Queen a5 check. c3. Queenside castling. This move was inaccurate, the best move was queen d5. For example, queen d5. Queen c2. Bishop e7. With a balanced game. Queenside castling. f3. This move was inaccurate, the best move was kingside castling. For example, kingside castling. e5. d captures on e5. With an advantage for white. f3. Knight h6. b4. Queen b6. This move was inaccurate, the best move was queen a6. For example, queen a6. f4. e5. b5. c captures on b5. a captures on b5. Queen captures on b5. Bishop h2. Knight f5. Rook captures on a7. Rook h6. King f2. Rook a6. Rook captures on a6. Queen captures on a6. Queen b3. f6. With an advantage for white. Queen b6. Queen b3. Knight f6. Knight d2. Bishop d6. The evaluation became 2.8, this was a serious mistake, the best move was knight d5. For example, knight d5. Knight c4. Queen a6. f4. b5. Knight d2. Knight f5. With a decisive advantage for white. Bishop d6. Knight c4. Queen c7. Knight captures on d6 check. Rook captures on d6. b5. This move was inaccurate, the best move was queen a3. For example, queen a3. Knight d5. Bishop e5. With a decisive advantage for white. b5. Knight d5. The evaluation became 3.0, this was a serious mistake, the best move was knight f5. For example, knight f5. b captures on c6. Queen captures on c6. Bishop captures on d6. Knight captures on d6. c4. King b8. With a decisive advantage for white. Knight d5. Bishop captures on d6. Queen captures on d6. c4. Queen b4 check. The evaluation became 4.2, this was a serious mistake, the best move was knight c7. For example, knight c7. b captures on c6. Queen captures on c6. Knight g3. Rook d8. With a decisive advantage for white. Queen b4 check. Queen captures on b4. This move was inaccurate, the best move was king f2. For example, King f2. Queen captures on b3. A captures on b3. Knight e7. Rook captures on a7. King c7. Knight c3. With a decisive advantage for white. Queen captures on b4. Knight captures on b4. Rook b1. c5. This move was inaccurate, the best move was a5. For example, f5. B captures on c6. B captures on c6. King d2. King c7. With a decisive advantage for white. c5. King d2. Knight captures on a2. D captures on c5. Rook d8 check. King c2. Knight f5. Rook b3. Knight d4 check. Knight captures on d4. Rook captures on d4. Rook a1. Rook captures on c4 check. King d3. This move gives back part of the advantage, the best move was King d2. For example, King d2. Knight b4. Rook a4. Rook c2 check. King d1. Rook captures on g2. Rook from b, captures on b4. King c7. Rook captures on a7. With a decisive advantage for white. King d3. Rook a4. Rook from a, b1. This move gives back part of the advantage, the best move was King e3. For example, King e3. f5. Rook d3. Knight c3. Rook captures on a4. Knight captures on a4. b6. Knight b2. Rook b3. Knight c4 check. King d4. f4. Rook b4. Knight a5. Rook captures on a4. Knight c6 check. King c3. With a decisive advantage for white. Rook from a, b1. Rook captures on h4. This move was inaccurate, the best move was f6. For example, f6. King d2. Rook d4 check. With a decisive advantage for white. Rook captures on h4. g4. H captures on g4. Rook from 3, b2. G captures on f3. Rook captures on a2. g5. Rook captures on a7. f5. b6. e5. c6. Rook d4 check. King c3. That was a good move, he doesn't let the advantage slip away. White's victory. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your suggestions.